And I'm a bit curious. You say we. What does that look like? No, just to spell it out for everyone. What does that look like when you're building around conflict? Because some people might be in it, but maybe me, I don't recognize that I am in it. So would you share with us what do you mean by building around conflict versus building around synergy?
Okay. Kasi when we sit down with different people, they come with different perspectives and with different interests. So, for example, when we sit down with the traffic management office, the local government, and companies, including us, no. So, the government just wants to make sure that they abide by their promise of clearing the highway, for example, and making sure that it's safe for everybody. But then here you have the manufacturing firm saying, "Hey, can you give us some leeway because we really have to stop the buses, the shuttle services along the highway. Even if you think it's an obstruction, we have to stop because we promised our people that we're going to get them and bring them safely to work and back to their houses." So there are different interests that come to play, and there will be a lot of them. But how do you marry that? Those are the conflicts that we need to help people understand. And it's hard to make it synergize until people really listen. Kaya the dialogue is very important, and that they start being concerned about giving people also an opportunity to be able to serve their own interests as well. No, so yeah, kaya the third alternative is really is really important, but you have to do the thinking, win-win, listening, and synergizing. But synergy is a lot of important things like what is our purpose? No, what are we trying to create here? No, what do we want to achieve at the end of the day? So how is that going to look like? And how are we going to build a system that will make it sustainable? Yun, ang hirap nun. Pero it's but that's synergy. that's basically what synergy is about. No? So habits 4, 5, and 6 are very important in building societies and creating value especially for the people who cannot help themselves.
Agree, and we teach in the workshops that to get synergy we have to persist. We don't and it's so easy to just give up in the face of all of these conflicting interests and just let things run or let and not fight for what is important or your win or not actually go for a third alternative. So we do share that, and that's what I'm getting also. What Sydney the story you're sharing tells me that we've got to persist to working towards something, an alternative that would be beneficial to everyone.
Pero alam mo, Lippy, the key sometimes is in the conversation itself. Kasi more often, I don't know if you know about the drama triangle, no? Kasi more often than not, the conflict spaces there are bullies, no? There are villains, and there are heroes, no? So ay kawawa naman ako. Kaya hindi, you're wrong, I'm right, di ba? When you have those conversations, it's not gonna go anywhere, right? You have to change the conversation. You have to, yun yung, kaya tinuturo yan sa 7 Habits sa Think Win-Win.
Love it. The drama triangle.
Yeah. Ako, if I may highlight something, I like what Sydney mentioned about, I like what you said, Sydney, about giving people an opportunity to serve their own interests as well. And I think that's something that is often lost because, and I think I've done this myself. Sometimes we present the bigger picture or the greater good, and we say this is for the greater good without realizing that we're pushing our own opinion because we honestly feel it's for the greater good. without realizing that sometimes we're actually not serving or we're not benefiting the very people we're talking to, and we don't realize it. It makes it even harder for them to accept it, because then we're saying yung interests mo, they simply don't serve the greater good. So sorry ka na lang. And I think that pointing that out is important, because very often in society nowadays, like for example, we're taught all sorts of things, be a man for others, etc. And yes, those are great. I certainly believe in them. But when we force people to let go of their own interests time and time again, and as you put it, especially the people who can't fend for themselves, and what happens to them? And how do you do win-win if that's all you do?
Right. Right. Yeah. You are also important.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
thank you.
Thank you for bringing that up, Sydney. I think that's a very important point, and I think it's something that's often lost nowadays.
Yeah.